Crews are working around the clock trying to restore power to hundreds of thousands of residents, while people across the region continue to assess the damage left behind by Fiona. This is some new video taken by a CBC drone in Port-aux-Basques, Newfoundland. Fiona's fierce winds and storm surge devastated the community on the southwest coast of the province, sweeping several homes out to sea. On Prince Edward Island, Canadian Armed Forces personnel are on the ground to help with the recovery effort, and more are on the way to parts of Nova Scotia and also to Newfoundland and Labrador. The federal government is promising financial aid for people whose homes and businesses have been destroyed. The Prime Minister said today he plans to visit areas affected by Hurricane Fiona later this week. Justin Trudeau was speaking at a news conference where he gave an update on how the federal government is helping Atlantic Canada recover from the storm. The CBC's David Thurton joins me once again from Ottawa. So, David, what is the federal government going to do?
Yeah, so Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has been speaking about Fiona and what the federal government has been doing or is going to do to help people, the victims of this storm. In fact, he or his ministers have held press conferences every single day. It's important for the Prime Minister not just to have the federal government meaningfully do things to help people, but to be seen to be doing things. So to that point, the Prime Minister announced today that Canadian Armed Forces, about 100 or at least 100 members, will be deployed to the provinces that asked for them, to Nova Scotia, to Prince Edward Island, and to Newfoundland. And in fact, HMCS Margaret has left St. John's and will be patrolling the coasts of Newfoundland, the southern coast of Newfoundland, doing basically courtesy calls and check-ins with about 4 communities there. So this Arctic Patrol vessel, this Navy vessel, is going to be doing check-ins on communities there. So these armed forces, the men and women who will be on the ground, are going to be doing things such as helping power crews, reconnecting roads that have washed away, and also doing anything else that the community may need help with. Hands and people, boots on the ground to help these communities that are going through a very difficult period. So the Prime Minister spoke about this. Here's what he had to say.
We will always respond to any requests that the provinces put forward. We know that provinces themselves have lots of personnel on the ground and lots of personnel deploying. The military is there to assist in whatever capacity is needed. If they need more, we'll send more. There's no question about it.
So the Prime Minister himself also saying that it won't just be the Canadian Armed Forces that will be visiting these affected communities. He himself will be traveling to Atlantic Canada sometime this week. We don't know where, we don't know when, but he says he will be on the ground. Again, important for him not to just do meaningful things to help these communities, but to be seen doing it.